All right, welcome back, right? I'll never understand some people. You know what I'm talking about, right? They buy a nice house that's been discounted because it's near an airport. But then immediately after they move in, they complain about the airport noise. Or a college graduate who racks up major debt on a profession that traditionally doesn't pay that well and then goes on strike complaining about the low pay. Nobody changed the rules on you. You knew about the pay for 4 years in college, and now you act surprised and go on strike? And those are the same people who go to steakhouses and expect a top-notch fish or vegan option. Did you not know where you were going? Do I go to ice cream stores and demand donuts? I mean, recently, a steakhouse in Perth, Australia, fought back after a vegan customer complained that there were no plant-based alternatives. The owner's reaction was, to ban vegans. The backlash, he says, has been the best marketing ploy that he could have thought of. Business is now booming, and he's now using the hashtag #VeganSlayer on social media. Now, who better to talk about this than the vegan whiners and steak diners with the fan favorite, Tommy Grisafi. Tommy, thanks for being on. This is awesome. I know this type of person. I've been around him a few times myself, but here we go. Somebody's finally, maybe he's following suit with maybe Target and Bud Light, and now he's fighting back when it comes to vegans.
You know what? Every day there's election, Scotty boy. We get to vote with our wallet. And this owner, this fine young man, and I'll probably make a TikTok highlighting what he is doing and others need to do. We get all worked up. We get an election every 4 years and we don't like this or that, or we say that the social media companies bought votes. Listen, you get to vote with your wallet. And this owner of this restaurant said, I don't need vegans here. I only have X amount of people who come in a day. And he took the risk of saying, but the other 97% of you, I want your business. But here's the problem, is that 3%, that 5%, they're so loud, they're so vocal, they try to cancel you. I'm surprised no one tried to cancel you with that coat and everything else you got going. But as someone who's owned a business and comes from a restaurant business background, my wife's family's in the restaurant business. I was in the restaurant business. I was lucky to get out. I went on a high school field trip to the Board of Trade, and that's how I got out of the pizza business. Thank God. But I'm still living in my mom's basement, as you like to say on TV. But seriously, I am so proud of this individual, and I will support this individual. And we love supporting all small family businesses. And we get to go out, and we get to buy. Yesterday, I went to Strachan Van Til, and bacon was on sale. The girl checking me out, she must have thought I was on a bacon diet, or that I just look like a pig. But I bought a ton of bacon. Now, I don't know where it came from, but this particular restaurant, you can go, you can patronize this owner in a positive way, and you can give them your money. And that's what I mean by that we get to vote every day. We get X amount of money, and a lot of us are doing okay, and we get to spend it. Because God knows we're not going to get to take any with us. There's no money pit in the hearse. So spend your money. Spend it where you want. You don't want to drink Bud Light, don't drink it. You want to eat a steak, eat it, but don't buy a stock like Beyond Beef. It's not an investment. It's a Ponzi scheme. Back to you, my friend.
It's a fad, right? And it's another good lesson that you can't be everything to everybody, right? If you want to try to be everything to everybody, your menu's too big and you don't serve anything very well. You just serve a lot of small things poorly, right? And I think that also what comes to mind is that you can't, with the consumer demanding, it's great to specialize. You can't have that those big ordering numbers off a menu. 100, Chinese menus are the best, right? I want number 101. How do you have 101 things on a menu and serve them all really well? So I think it's a great idea that you can specialize and do what you want to do, and then really tell people, hey, it's not exactly I don't want your business. This is just what I'm going to specialize in. And if you don't understand what I do and you come here by mistake, I'm sorry. Because if you want to sit there and look at my waiter or waitress and say, well, I've got an allergy to this, I don't like meat, I can't have fish, do you have any suggestions? The only appropriate response from the waiter would be, yeah, take a cab home, right?
I'll pay for your Uber.
Right.
No, you're right. And there are so many fine restaurants. Now, you got to be careful. When you go to ratings and the haters hate, you got to wonder, I like reading the one-star ratings. Because those people, those are crazy Karens. They're like that gal who was on the airplane.
I do the same thing, too. I go right to the one-star ratings. You're right. I do the same thing, too.
Right to the one-star ratings. Yeah. I said, God, is that person miserable, but they can write well. Back to you.
No, but it's funny because you do say that. And you know what? And that doesn't scare me from going to a place because, number one, everybody has an off day and there's always going to be a mistake. And I'm not going to be that judgmental. But number two is that they are very, very insightful. And it's also pretty fun to read what they have to say. And there's been a few times where, I very rarely would leave a comment because I don't have that much time. But it's fun. And this guy, again, I like how he's fighting back. I think this is kind of seeping into the system. I've talked to some folks too that do feel the same way. A little more and more people standing up. Bud Light, maybe standing up Ben and Jerry's, standing up Target. It might be something that's catching on.